Hey everyone, welcome to Pabbly. In this video, I'm going to show you the top 5 ChatGPT automation. Now, we all know about ChatGPT, yes? It is a chatbot of OpenAI, which is an artificial intelligence and deployment company that helps you in generating human-like content and images. And this is getting used like crazy. So how you can integrate ChatGPT with different applications so that you have generated the content. Now you do not have to manually paste it or create posts on social medias, etc. So let me show you the top 5 popular integrations here. You want to post on Facebook page every day with ChatGPT? You have got it. Use ChatGPT to write creative newsletters, to write creative stories, to generate social media bio and post, or to generate YouTube video tags. All these things are possible with the help of integration. Now let's not waste any time. I'm going to take you to my screen where I'm going to show you the step-by-step process on how you can integrate these applications. So let's begin.
Welcome to this tutorial on how to post on Facebook page every day using ChatGPT. Guys, if you want to keep your audience engaged or you want to reach a wider audience, it is really important to keep on posting regularly on your Facebook page. But sometimes it's really difficult to find out new ideas and generate new content, and it can be really time consuming sometimes. That's where ChatGPT comes in. As an AI based language model, ChatGPT can generate relevant content for your Facebook page and you can post it. And I'm going to level up this for you as I'm going to integrate ChatGPT with Facebook in an automation workflow which is going to run every day and generate content and post it on behalf of you on your Facebook page automatically every day, and you do not have to do anything manually. So it will save an immense amount of your time and keep your audience engaged as well. And you can set up this automation without any coding. So stay with me till the end and you will learn everything. Let's begin. To set up this automation, guys, we are using Pabbly Connect, which is an automation and integration tool. And this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. And I'm going to paste the same link in the description as well so that you can sign up for free and you will get free automation tasks every month to test and set up your automations. So you can just sign up right now. After that, sign in and select Pabbly Connect product and you will reach the dashboard. From here, click on this create workflow button and give a name to your workflow. So let me give a name here. After giving a name like this, just click on create button and your workflow page will load up like this. And on this page, you will find these two modules, the trigger and the action. Okay. So guys, trigger is that event which is going to start this workflow, and the action would be an automated consequence or the response of the trigger. So here in our use case, we want that this workflow should run every day and generate content and post on Facebook. So for that to happen, I'm going to use a feature of Pabbly Connect here in the trigger, which is called scheduler. So with the help of schedule by Pabbly feature, you can schedule the running of your workflows anytime in future. Like you can run it at regular intervals or once or every day or any day of the week or any date of the month. So here from this list, I'm selecting everyday option, and here you can select any time as well on which you want to post. So I'm selecting let's say 9 a.m. Okay, this is the time I'm selecting. Click on save, and this workflow is scheduled to run on daily basis at this time, right? And here after that, what I want that, let's say I have a page on Facebook which is here, and on this page I want to post about the historical facts of daily basis. That means the historical fact of today's date, then the next day's date, then the next day's date. Okay, so for that to happen, first of all, I have to fetch the date provide a prompt to ChatGPT according to that date. So here in the action step, I'm going to search for date time formatter by Pabbly, and in the action event, I'm going to search for current date option. So current date is going to give us the date of current. That means the date on which the workflow is going to run. That means the date of every day. Okay. So here you can select the format of the date. So I'm selecting this basic format DD mm YYY. Okay, then click on save and send test request button, and you will get the date time here like this. Okay, now guys, here we got the date in this format in DD, that is the day, month and year. But in ChatGPT I want to feed just the day and the month, not the date, so that we can get random historical facts about the date. If you feed the year as well, it will not give you anything. It will say, as a AI language model, I cannot predict the future or anything like that. Okay, so it is the important thing when you use AI models is that how you provide the prompts. So providing the prompts is really important. So just click here on this plus icon, and here I'm going to connect with ChatGPT. And in the action event, I'm going to select Ask ChatGPT, then click on Connect button. From here, select Add New Connection. So here you have to provide the API key of OpenAI. OpenAI is the company which created ChatGPT. Okay, so you can get the key by clicking on this OpenAI key pages word, and you will reach the OpenAI key page. If you're logged in, it will be redirected to this page. You will be redirected here. If you're not logged in, it will ask you to log in, then you can reach here. And here, click on this new secret key button, and here's the API key will be generated. Just copy that key and paste it here like this, and then click on save, and you'll be connected with ChatGPT like this. Then it will ask to select the model. So right now we have Chat 3.5 turbo model. Chat GPT 4 is also launched. We'll be integrating it real quickly. Okay, and here you have to provide the prompt. Now the prompt is important, and here I'm going to type. So here I have given the prompt as write a Facebook post related to the history of this date. And here in front of date, I'm going to map this date that we had here, in which we have fetched the current date, but I do not want to provide the year. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to split out the day and the month out of this date. Okay, for that just click here on this plus icon, and another action step will open up. Here I'm going to search for text formatter feature of Pabbly Connect, and here in the action event select split text option. Okay, then click on connect button. All right, and here it will ask which text you want to split. So just click here, and from the last step map the date here. From the date time result label, map it here. Okay, and here in the separator I'm going to put this dash marks. Okay, dash mark, because I want to remove this year. I want to split out the date and the day and the month and the year. Okay, so put a dash here in the separator, and then what index you want to fetch out, first, last, second to last. We have many options here. I'm selecting all so that we can get the day, the month and the year separately. Click on save and send test request button, and here you can see we got these three result labels. Here is the date, here is the month, here is the year. Now I can create a date according to this here. So you can see the previous steps are not showing up here right now because I have added one more step after this step. Okay, so you cannot just, you have to sequentially create the workflow. Okay, so you have to refresh the connection here. Just click on connected one more time, and from here keep the existing connection option selected and click on save again, and your connection will be refreshed. Now when you click, the previous steps will appear, and from the last step, first of all I'm going to map the day, then I'm going to put a slash or a dash, whatever you want, and the month. Okay, right. Now click on save and send test request button, and let's see how it is going to give us the result. So we have received the response here, and in this response you will receive this message content label, and in the message content label you will get the created or generated content. So you can read here, did you know that on this day in 1742 Handel's Messiah premiered in Dublin, Ireland. The iconic choral work has been performed countless times. So this is a fact related to April 13th. Okay, you can see April 13th was the today's date. Okay, and we have received the thing that we can share on Facebook. Now to share it on Facebook, just click on the plus icon, and from this action step, connect with Facebook pages. Okay, then select the action event as create page post and click on connect button. From here, select add new connection, then click on connect with Facebook pages. From this window, it might bring you to the login window if you're not logged in, but I have already logged in Facebook, so it is just asking me to provide the access to the account. So I'm going to click on continue, and you can see we are getting connected like this. And here it is asking to select the page's name. So the name of my page is Pabbly Tech. Okay, so I'm going to select it from here. Okay, then it will show you the message field. So here we can map the message that we want to post, and I'm going to map the message from the last ChatGPT step. Okay, here is the message content label, map it. We are not posting any link, so I'm leaving the link URL field blank. Now let's check the connection with Facebook. I'm going to click on save and send test request button, and a new post will be created here. Let's see. I'm clicking on save and send test request button, and a new post ID has been generated like this. Let me show you now on my page. I'm refreshing my page, and here you can see, guys, we got a new post created, and the post is this: did you know that on this day 1742 Handel's Messiah premiered in Dublin, Ireland? And you can see this is the same content that we have generated here using ChatGPT. Okay, so this is how it is going to work, guys. So we are done setting up this automation, and you have to set up it only once. After that, it will work automatically or every day and create posts for your audience on Facebook every day, and you can work on any other more important aspect of your life. Okay, and your Facebook page will run on autopilot. And guys, I'm going to paste the link of this workflow in the description so that you can clone it in your free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly.
Hello everyone, today we will learn how to use ChatGPT to write creative newsletters. So if you want to create a new content or generate a creative content with the help of ChatGPT, then once you have to store the title of that content at one place, and then the generated content has to be saved at another place. So for that, we will create this automation with the help of Pabbly Connect, where you don't have to do this work manually again and again, but rather create this integration where our trigger will be the new row added in Google Sheet. Our first action will be generate content in ChatGPT, and our second action will be to create a document in Google Docs where you will save the generated content. Let us learn how to do that. So let us create this integration where you can generate new content using ChatGPT, and we will be collecting the title over here, and then the generated content will be collected over here as a new document. So let us quickly sign in into our automation software, that is Pabbly. And we will reach this place where we can see all the applications provided by Pabbly. Here Pabbly Connect is here. So we are going to use this software to create today's automation. Click on Access Now, and then you will reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Reaching here, you can see a big blue button on your right hand side. Click on that button where it's written Create Workflow and give a suitable name to your workflow. I'm going to name it as Create Creative Content using ChatGPT. Click on Create, and then a blank workflow will be created for you. Here you can see you have trigger and action windows. Trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. Now, trigger is the application that you're going to choose over here where an event will take place, and that event will be called a trigger. So when that takes place, action application will make sure to perform the assigned action. For today's workflow, our trigger application first of all is going to be Google Sheets. The reason being that we will collect our titles over here about which the search had to be made in ChatGPT. So let us do this. Well, begin is half done. So this is my code. Okay, and I will add one more column over here, which is prompt, which is that what command I'm going to give to my content. Like prompt is here, so essay on. This is my prompt, essay on, well, begin is half done. So now that I have chosen my trigger application as Google Sheets, The event will be new or updated sheet row. And then Pabbly Connect will provide a webhook URL to me, which will be helpful in connecting Pabbly Connect to Google Sheet. So that every time a new content is added over here, so this information is sent to this workflow so that it can be further searched for in ChatGPT. So you're going to use this webhook URL. How? First of all, go to your Google Sheets, go to extensions and add-ons, get add-ons, and then it will take you to the Google Workspace Marketplace. Over here, you have to search for, in your search tab, Pabbly Connect webhooks. It's already here. Open this and see it's installed for my system. You have to install it so that you can use this webhook URL in Pabbly Connect. So again, you go to extensions, and when it is installed, it will be visible right here in the end of this menu. We go to initial setup, and after we go to initial setup, it will ask you for the webhook URL and trigger column. So the webhook URL has to be copied from here, pasted in this blank, and the trigger column is going to be the last updated column, so that whenever Pabbly Connect takes the information from here, it will cover the A column and B column as well. So that is the last updated column B. If it would have been F, so it will cover the captured information which is entered till the F column. Submit. And once you submit, it's configured successfully, and now you have to click on send test. So this information that is over here, well begin is half done and essay on is sent. Now if you want to make sure that every time a new row is added, this information will be sent over here. So do one more thing, extensions, Pabbly Connect webhooks, and click on send on event. So this event will make sure to send the information. Now when you scroll down, you will see that we have received a response. The trigger column was B. This is the title, the spreadsheet name, and we have the prompt as well over here, which means that all the information related to this Google Sheet is received by us. Now we have to use this part to generate content from our ChatGPT. So choose over here ChatGPT as your action application, and the event will be Ask ChatGPT. Connect and click on Add New Connection. It will ask you for a token. For that, click on this OpenAI API keys page. Once you have already opened your ChatGPT account over here, it will automatically detect. Click on Create New Key, Secret Key, copy it, and then paste it in the token area. Save it, and then the connection will be established. Don't change the AI model if it is already GPT-3.5-turbo, because this is the one you will need. What is the prompt? The prompt is essay on, give a space, and then it will be well begin is half done. So the whole prompt has become essay on, well begin is half done. Okay. So you can change it accordingly. Essay on, short paragraph on, short story on, and the title. Alright. Click on save and send test request and give it some time to generate content or generate an essay on the title well begin is half done. And we have the response over here. Here you can see all the information related to that generated content, and over here we have the whole content. It's a big one. So we have a complete essay on this topic or on this proverb that we have, well begin is half done. Now once this is done, you are going to use this content to save it at some place, alright, because you've generated a new content. So then again, click on this plus button to add new action step and choose Google document, because you cannot keep or save such a big content in Google Sheet because we have small cells, small rows and columns. So we are going to use Google Docs for that purpose. Again, choose over here Google Docs, and the event will be create a blank document at first. First, you're going to create a blank document, because unless there is a document, where are you going to add it? Click on connect. If you want to click on add new connection, that is also fine. Otherwise, you can also select existing connection, because you've already used your Google account for this in your workflow right now. So click on save by select existing connection, and then you have to create a document. So you have to give a name to it. I'm going to give the name as essay content. This is the document name I have given. Click on save and send test request. It will create a document, and then you will receive a document ID in the end as well. If you scroll a little more down, then you will be having a document ID for this specific document also. Here is the ID. So once this is done, you can close this window, because we are going to paste the whole content in this newly created document. Now again, you have to choose Google Docs as your action application, because this time you want to append the information. So choose the event as append a paragraph to a document. So what is written below it? Inserts a paragraph to a document. Now the document has already been created. You just have to insert that paragraph. Connect. Again, you don't need to add new connection. Just select the existing one. Click on save. And then this is the essay content over here. We have just generated this or created this document. Now inserted text. You have to take that text from ChatGPT. So this is the content. This is the complete content over here. Once this is done, click on save and send test request. And then you will receive the response which says that it has done. Because it shows no error, you can just scroll down and see they are just links. Once this is done, you can close this window as well. And then we'll go back to check if we have created a document and if this content that we have generated has been added to the new document or not. So here we have the newly created document, that is essay content. And when we open it, it's the proverb, the whole essay that we just generated, which means that our workflow was a success. So our trigger was Google Sheet, where we added the essay and the prompt also. Then we asked ChatGPT to create content on this with this prompt and this title. Then we created a Google document and then we inserted this document or this content that was created into the document. So this was the whole workflow. I hope this helped.
In this video, we are going to see how to write stories with ChatGPT. Now, we know that ChatGPT is a language model developed by OpenAI, which is an artificial intelligence and deployment company that helps you in generating human-like context and text and images. Now, here, let's say that every time a new row is added in your spreadsheet, here we have taken the example of Google Sheet. So, every time a new topic is added, so you want that with the help of ChatGPT, first the story should be generated. And then a document should be created in the name of the story, and then this story should be appended to the same document. Then the link of that document should be again shared in Google Sheet. Now, how can this entire thing be integrated and automated? For this, you will have to integrate these applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect. So here your trigger application will be Google Sheets, then your action applications will be ChatGPT, Google Docs, and again it will be Google Sheets. Now, how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen. So welcome to my screen, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can write stories with the help of ChatGPT. So here, first of all, I'm going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. Now since I'm an existing user, I'm simply going to click on sign in. If you are a new user, click on sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes and you would be able to create your own account. Now here we have reached all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. So as we do that, here we have reached the dashboard. Now on the right hand side, you can see a tab create workflow. So as I click on this, another dialog box appears which is asking us to name this workflow. Now here I'm going to name it like write stories with ChatGPT. Now we here know that ChatGPT is designed to understand and generate human-like text. So basically what it can do is it can engage with conversation with people and answer questions just like a human. And it is a large language model developed by OpenAI. So I'm going to click on create now. And as I do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. So one is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. So trigger is when this happens, action says do this. Action here is the response of your trigger application. Now as per this integration, my trigger application here will be Google Sheets. Let's say that I have got certain titles in my Google Sheet and I want every time a new title is added to that Google Sheet, then automatically with the help of OpenAI, first a story should be generated with relevance to that topic. Then I want to create a document in the name of that topic and then save it. So I'm going to choose here my trigger event as new or updated spreadsheet row. So as I do that, here you can see we have received a webhook URL. This here is going to act as a bridge for connecting Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect so that Pabbly Connect can have access to the information. Now I'm going to copy this. Once done, please read the following help desk carefully. So once you have read this, you would be able to set up the integration. How do you have to do that? Let me show you the same. So this here is my Google Sheet and the name of the spreadsheet here is OpenAI Stories. Then I have got two column fields. One is topic and another one is document link. Let's say the topic is the materialistic world. Now with this topic, I want to first write a story with the help of OpenAI. Now to integrate this Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect, first I'm going to go to extensions. Then let's go to add-ons. Here you would be able to see get add-ons. Click on this. Now as we do that, here we have reached Google Workspace Marketplace. Here I have to look for Pabbly Connect webhooks. So this particular application is absolutely important to be installed in your system. Now it is already installed on my system. So what you have to do is, once you install this, close this window, and now you have to make sure that you refresh the page. This is a mandate step. And once you have refreshed this, please wait for a few seconds, and then we are again going to go back to extensions, and here you would be able to see Pabbly Connect webhooks. Now let's go to initial setup. So as I reach here, you can see that the system has already selected the sheet. This is sheet 1, so it has already been selected by the system. Now here we have to paste the webhook URL, this URL that we have just received. So I'm going to copy this once again, go back to the sheet, and here I'm going to paste it. Now comes the trigger column. So the trigger column is the final data column where the data is added. So in this particular sheet, you can see that the final data column where the data is added is column A. So I'm going to write A here and click on send test. Now as we do that, you can see that the test data has been sent successfully. So let's click on submit now, and here we can see that the configuration is all set. So once this is done, close the window. Now the integration has been done, but always remember that next time in real time when the data is coming, you want Pabbly Connect to receive the data, and it would be able to do the same only when the send on event has been checked. All you have to do is you have to click on this. So as you do that, next time when you will again open this, you would be able to see a tick mark right in front. So let me show this. Yes, you can see a tick mark right in front. Okay, this is absolutely important. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect, and you can see that we have received the API response. So the trigger column is A. What is the topic? The materialistic world. Then the name of the spreadsheet here is OpenAI Stories. This is the sheet ID. Then we have the sheet name, again sheet ID, and here we have the row index. Now once I have received this information, I'm going to choose my action application as ChatGPT, and here what would be my action event? Ask ChatGPT. Let's click on connect. So I have already logged into my ChatGPT account. Here I'm going to click on add new connection. Now to set up this connection, we need this token. And how can we find this? So here it is written, OpenAI uses API keys for authentication. Kindly visit your OpenAI API keys page to get the API key which you need to enter here. So I'm going to click on this hyperlink as I've already logged into my OpenAI account, and you can see this is the API keys page. Let's click on create new secret key. So you can see that API key has been generated. I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this over here. So once this is done, let's click on save to set up this connection. So yes, you can see that ChatGPT is now connected with Pabbly Connect. So the next thing that we have to do is we have to select the AI model. So here we have got two options, GPT 3.5 Turbo and GPT 3.5 Turbo 0301. So this one is the latest. So I'm going to go ahead with this, and now comes the prompt. So here my prompt is write a short story on, and then here I have mapped the topic in 200 words. So I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here we have received the response. So we can see, I'm going to first take you down, and this here is the story that we have received. So once upon a time in a world ruled by materialism, everything was about possessing as much wealth and power as possible. And then here you can see this is the entire story that we have received. Okay, so now once I have received the story, what do I want? I want to create a Google document where I want to append the story. So here I'm going to choose my action step as Google Doc. Here the application will be Google Document. And what would be the action event here? To create a blank document. So I'm going to first click on connect. So here I already have logged into my Google Docs account. So I'm going to click on add new connection, sign in with Google. So here we have to select the account. Once done, it is going to ask us for the access. So I'm going to click on allow. And as I do that, you can see that the authorization has been successful. So once this is done, here I want to enter the document name. So let's say that I want the name of the document to be same as the name of the story. So here I'm going to go to step 1 and this here is the topic. Let's click on save and send test request. And as I do that, you can see a document has been created. Basically, we have received this API response. Now I'm going to take you to my Google Docs account and you can see a blank document has been created. The name is the materialistic world, right? So let's see the response that we have received. And as I take you down, so here you can see, let me take you down. This here is the document ID. This is the document ID that we have received. Now, once I have received this, I want to append the information. So I'm going to add another action step. This time again, the application will be Google Docs. Let's click on this. And the action event here would be append a paragraph to a document. Let's click on connect. I'm going to go ahead with the existing connection. And now as I take you down here, we can see the name of the document is appearing. But I want to map the document ID. For this, I'm going to first turn this mapping button on. Now I'm going to delete this. And as I take you to step 3 and as I take you down, so here is the document ID. So I have mapped the same. The next one is inserted text. So what is the text that I want to append here? So I'm going to click on this, go to step 2 and this here is the message content. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And as I do that, here you can see that I have received the API response. Let's go and check our Google document. And yes, you can see that the entire story is now a part of this document. What is the name of the document? The materialistic world, which is the same name as that of my story. Now, what is my objective? My objective is to share the link of this document in my Google Sheet. But here you can see that it is not a public document. It is only private to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect and here I'm going to add another action step. This time the application here will be Google Drive. So let's go and check for Google Drive. And as I do that, here the action event here would be to share a file with anyone. So basically I'm going to make it public. Let's click on connect. So here again we have to connect Google Drive with Pabbly Connect. For this I'm going to click on add new connection, sign in with Google. Then first we have to choose the account and then we have to provide the access. So once we have done this, so here you can see that the authorization has been successful. Now here we have to enter the file ID. So I'm again going to turn this mapping button on, then I'm going to delete this. I'm going to go to step 4 and this here is the document ID. Let's click on save and send test request. And yes, here you can see that we have received the API response, which basically means that now this particular file is shared to everyone. Let's go and check the same. And yes, here you can see that the sharing thing has been changed. Now it is public on the web. Now I want this particular web link to be shared in my Google Sheet. So I'm going to add my final action step and this time it will be again Google Sheet. So let's click on this and the action event here would be to update cell value. Let's click on connect. So as I do that, here it is asking to connect itself with the Google Sheets account. So I'm going to save the existing connection. And as I do that here, first of all, we have to select the spreadsheet. So this is OpenAI stories. Then you can see that since there was only one sheet, so it has already been selected by the system. And now comes the range and we have to enter the range in this format, column name and row index. So what is the column name here? Column name is B. So I am going to enter B here. For the row index, I'm going to go to step 1 and this here is the row index. Now comes the value. For this, I'm going to click on this and go to step 5 and this, let's go down. So this here is the web view link. And now I'm going to click on save and send test request. So finally, I have received the API response. Let's go and check our Google Sheet. And yes, you can see that the link has been appended, which basically means that our integration is a complete success. Now, we also need to check the same in real time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type another topic here. So let's say the topic is the importance of AI in present scenario. Now, as soon as the topic has been written, what should happen? So first of all, with the help of OpenAI, the content should be generated, then a document should be created, the value should be appended, then the status of the file should be changed from private to public, and finally the link of that particular document should be appended here in my Google Sheet. And yes, here we can see that we have received the link. Now let's go and check our Google Documents, and here you can see the importance of AI, and here we have the story. So this basically means our integration is a success. Now I'm going to take you to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done. So here our trigger application is Google Sheets, where the event is new or updated spreadsheet row. Then our action application is ChatGPT, where the event is Ask ChatGPT, and then we have used Google Docs as an action application to create a blank document, and then we have appended a paragraph to a document. Then we have used Google Drive to share the file with anyone to make it public, and our final action application is Google Sheets to update the cell value. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us.
Hello everyone, today we will learn how to use ChatGPT to generate social media bio and post. So if you're worried about what content you're going to use for your bio or your post on your social media account, then you can use ChatGPT for that purpose. What you can do is keep a track of all the titles in your Google Sheet, generate the content from ChatGPT, and then update the same Google Sheet about the generated content. You can create an automation for this whole process with the help of Pabbly Connect, where our trigger will be the new row added, our first action step will be the generated content, and our second action step will be to update that row of the same Google Sheet. Let us learn how to do that. So let us create this automation where you can type in new ideas over here about which you want your social media platforms bios generated over here, and we will be generating them with the help of OpenAI. And to create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly over here. Let us quickly sign in into our account, so that I will reach this place where I can see all the applications provided by Pabbly, and we are going to use Pabbly Connect to create this automation today. Click on Access Now, and then you will reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Reaching here, you can see a big blue button on your right side where it's written Create Workflow. Click on the button to give a suitable name to your workflow. I'm going to name it as Generate Social Media Bio using ChatGPT. Click on Create, and then a blank workflow will be created for you, like you can see on your screen. Here you have two windows already generated, trigger and action. Trigger says when this happens and action says do this. Now our trigger application, whichever app you are going to choose over here, is going to have an event take place. Now that event will trigger this workflow, and further the action application or applications will perform the assigned action after this trigger. So the trigger right now is Google Sheet. First of all, it will work in such a way that this is the Google Sheet that I have already prepared with the name Social Media Sheet, and I have given two columns, topic and bio ideas over here. So I will enter the topic over here, which will be fetched by the Pabbly Connect workflow, and then that topic will be used to generate a bio or ideas for bio using ChatGPT like this, and then that will be further updated in this section or this column of the Google Sheet. So let us choose the trigger event as new or updated spreadsheet row, and then Pabbly Connect will provide a webhook URL over here that you are going to use to connect your Google Sheet and your Pabbly Connect. So let us follow the steps. Go to extensions in your menu bar and then go to add-ons. Click on Get Add-ons. And once you click over there, you will be having a menu right in front of you, where in search apps you will type Pabbly Connect Webhooks. And then you have to install this add-on. So you can see I have already installed it over here. So I'll go back and I will find it in the extensions menu only. Now click on Initial Setup. And then when you click on Initial Setup, you have to enter details like webhook URL and trigger column. So now what is the webhook URL? That you need to copy it from here and then paste it here in the empty field. And the trigger column is E, A, whatever is going to be your trigger column. So let me remind you again, this is the trigger column because the last updated column is the one where it will fetch the data and send it back to here as a response. So now let us enter detail like Importance of positive thinking is the column that I have updated over here. Let us go back to Pabbly Connect webhooks and its initial setup. We already entered the webhook URL over here. You can paste it all over again, and the trigger column is going to be A. Click on Submit. and setup configured successfully. Click on send test and then a test will be sent. It's sent. When you come back over here, you can see that we have received a response and the title that we entered over here is here. Now we need to do one more thing, that is to select send on event. When you do this, every time a new row will be updated, this will be sent to this Pabbly Connect workflow over here. Now you're going to use this topic to create a bio. So let us choose our next action application, that is going to be ChatGPT, and then the event will be ask ChatGPT. Click on connect. It will ask you first, when you click on add new connection, it will ask you to enter a token. So go over here, but before that make sure that you have opened your OpenAI or ChatGPT account right here. Click on this link and it will straight away take you to generation of a new API key. Create a new secret key, copy it and then paste it over here. Save this one and now your accounts are connected. So whatever you are going to generate from here, it will go to your OpenAI account, generate content, and then it will be received as a response. The model is supposed to be GPT 3.5 Turbo. This is the model you want to use. Next is the prompt. So I'm going to write over here like I want my bio for Instagram. So I'm typing Instagram bio, or you can also add generate up before it. Generate Instagram bio colon, and then you will map the data that you have received as a topic over here, this one. So it will generate Instagram bio on this topic. Click on save and send test request and wait for the response. Now in this case, the response takes a little more time as compared to other applications. And here we have the responses. You can see that these are the IDs, the time that it was created, and then over here you have all the content that you want to generate, like these are the hashtags, and then we have the quote also over here. So we will save this step because we are going to now update this information in your bio ideas column. So again, click on this plus button, add a new action step, and the action step is going to be Google Sheet again. Select your Google Sheet, and this time the action event is going to be update row, because you're going to update this row. The row has already been filled. You just have to update this row. So click on connect, and now you don't have to go to add new connection. Just select the existing connection because you're already having that connection in this specific workflow. Now select your sheet. The name of your sheet is social media sheet. That's very correct. And there is the sheet 1. So which is also selected correctly. Now row index, you can map it from this Google Sheet. It is 2. You can map it straight away. And then the topic is this. So you can take the topic from here only. The topic is same. But in case of bio ideas, you're going to map this data from ChatGPT, which is this part, the content. When you map this part over here, click on save and send test request and wait from the response, and the response is here in no time. You can see when you go back to your social media sheet, you will find that the same content that was there in ChatGPT column is now updated in the bio ideas. So every time you add a new topic over here, it will go through this complete workflow and then a new idea will be updated over here. So our trigger application was Google Sheet when we added a new title, and then we used ChatGPT to generate content for that specific title, and further we updated it again in our Google Sheets. So this was the whole workflow. I hope this helped.
Welcome again, and in this video you will see how you can generate tags for your YouTube videos using ChatGPT automatically. So this video is for all the content creators out there, and as a content creator you already know how important it is to keep your YouTube videos metadata optimized, and one key component of your YouTube videos metadata is the tags. So guys, manually generating tags can be really tedious and time consuming, and that's where ChatGPT comes in. And with the help of ChatGPT inside our automation workflow, you can generate the tags automatically and save your valuable time. And we are going to do this without any coding, super simply. So let's begin. And we are going to set up this automation using Pabbly Connect, which is an automation and integration tool. And this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. And I'm going to paste this link, the landing page link, in the description. From here, you can sign up for free and can get free automation tasks every month to test and set up your automations. After that, you can sign in and reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. From here, click on this create workflow button. Here you can give a suitable name to your workflow as well. So I'm giving the name here as generate. So this is the name I have given, and you can give any name. After that, click on create button and your workflow page will load up like this. And on this page, guys, you will find these two modules, the trigger and the action. So our automations are based on these two things only. So trigger is that event which is going to start a workflow, and the action would be a automated consequence or the response towards the trigger. In our use case, guys, we are adding the details of our published YouTube videos in a spreadsheet in Google Sheets application. And as we are going to add the data like this, you can see the title of the video, the description, the video link, the category. If you want to provide less information, you can provide less. Okay. And as you enter the data here, that is going to trigger the workflow. Okay. And the workflow is going to generate tags for the video that you have added in the sheet. So here you can see it is asking to choose the application. So here you have to choose the trigger application. So in our case, Google Sheets will be the trigger application because we are adding the details of YouTube videos in that only. So search for Google Sheets, select it, okay. Then select the trigger event as new or updated spreadsheet row. And it will give you this URL. So with the help of this webhook URL, we are going to create a connection with Google Sheets. And after that, we are going to capture the response of the connection. Okay, so you need to follow these steps written here to make this connection. So you can just follow it. I'm just going to show you directly how you can do that. So guys, first of all, I would recommend you to open your spreadsheet in a new incognito window if you are using multiple Google accounts in the same browser. Okay, so if you are using multiple Google accounts in the same browser, it is better to open the spreadsheet here in incognito mode to make the connection properly. And these are the details I have in this spreadsheet about my YouTube videos, like the title of the video, the description, the link, the category ID, the request ID, the upload status. Okay, and here I want to generate the tags and upload the tags. Okay, here guys, click on extensions, and from this add-ons menu, click on get add-ons, and from this Google Workspace Marketplace window, you have to install an add-on here which is called Pabbly, Pabbly, Pabbly Connect webhooks. Okay, install it here. I have already installed it, and after that you have to refresh your spreadsheet. That is an important step. And after refreshing your spreadsheet, when you click on extensions again, you will find this Pabbly Connect webhooks option available here in the drop down. And from here you have to click on this initial setup button, and under initial setup you will find these two fields, the webhook URL field and the trigger column. So in this webhook URL field, you have to paste the URL that you got from your workflow, and here in the trigger column you have to mention the final data entry column or the last data entry column of your spreadsheet. What does that mean? This means that here you can see when you start entering the details of any video here, you will start from column A, then B, then C, then D, then E, and finally you will enter the uploading status in the column F. So as you enter the detail here, the data here in column F, that is going to trigger the workflow. So F column will be our trigger column, or whatever the column in which you enter the data finally to trigger the workflow, that will be the trigger column. So in our case, F is the trigger column. Now let me copy the webhook URL from my workflow. This is the workflow. Click on copy here, and let me open the spreadsheet again. From here, click on extensions, Pabbly Connect webhooks, initial setup. Here under webhook URL, you have to paste the URL. So an old URL is already pasted. Let me erase this and let me paste this new one. Okay, trigger column is the same F, and here we have this send test button. So guys, you can see in your spreadsheet here, as we have copied this webhook URL, it started showing waiting for the webhook connections response. This means now we have to send some test data from our spreadsheet to here in our workflow. So to get the test data here, you need to just go to the initial setup and click on send test button. Okay, and the data of first row that you have in your spreadsheet will be sent to the workflow as the test data. Here you can see, guys, it started showing test data sent successfully, and this is the data that has been sent, the title, the description, and all the things. Okay, now you can click on submit here. Okay, so the setup is configured here. Now you can close this window, and from here extensions, you have to do one thing more. From this Pabbly Connect webhooks option, click on this send on event option as well. So when you check this send on event option, what will happen in real time, whenever you are going to add any new row, that will be act as a new event and it will trigger the workflow. Okay, so let's see in our workflow now if we got the data captured or the test data. Here you can see, guys, we got this response received, and here it started showing the upload status, the trigger column, the title, the spreadsheet's name, spreadsheet ID, the description, request ID, everything is captured here. And these are the same things that we have here in the first row. You can see the title of the first row is dense forest. You can see dense forest here. Okay, and the description also, this is the same description that we have here. Okay, right. So we got the test data. Now for this video, I want to generate tags using ChatGPT. So in this action step, search for ChatGPT, and the action event is ask ChatGPT. So you can ask anything to that, and after that click on connect button. From here select add new connection, and here it will ask for the API key of OpenAI or ChatGPT. So you will get the key from the OpenAI key pages. So you can just go to the OpenAI keys page from this link only. So click on it, and you will reach your account's API keys page if you're logged in. If you're not logged in, it might ask you to log in, then you will enter this page. From here you can click on this create new secret key button, and here this is how your key will be generated. So you just have to copy the key and paste the key here in this token field, and then click on save, and you will be connected like this. All right, then from here you can select the artificial intelligence model that you want to use. So we have right now two models available, the 3.5 turbo and the 3.5 turbo 0301. ChatGPT 4 is also coming up in just a few days, so you can use that also. Okay, I'm selecting 3.5 turbo right now, and here you have to provide a prompt. So prompt is like a command for ChatGPT to generate anything that you want. So I'm giving the prompt here as generate tags for a YouTube video. Okay, this is the prompt I am giving, and here I am going to provide the video title and video description. Okay, so when you provide these details, it will accurately generate tags. Okay, so guys, here you can see we have received the title and the description here from our spreadsheet. Okay, and I'm going to map these labels I have received here in this prompt so that I can generate the things. Okay, so to map the title, you just have to click here, and you can see the previous trigger will appear here in the drop down, and when you click on it, you will find all the data right here. So from here, map on the title label to map the title. Similarly, let me map the description from the last step. Okay, right. Now click on save and send test request button, and ChatGPT is going to generate tags for your YouTube video automatically in front of you. And here is the response we have received. And when you scroll down here, you will find this choices 0 message content label. In this label, you will find the tags like this. You can see dense forest is one tag, Amazon rainforest, Congo forest, lush ecosystem, biodiversity. So my video is all about the forest and forest ecosystems, and these are the tags generated automatically by ChatGPT. Okay. Now we can update these tags to the YouTube, or we can save these tags inside our spreadsheet as well in this tags column. So to update the tags here automatically, we are going to connect with our sheet again. Just click here on this plus icon, and from this actions tab, you can select Google Sheets one more time. Then select the action event as update cell value. Select update cell value option, then click on connect. From here select, so guys, we have already connected with Google Sheets in the trigger, and I have already made many connections with my Google Sheet application in the actions as well in different workflows. And every connection that you make with any application inside your workflows are saved in your account. So if you want to make the connections again, you can use those saved connections. For that, keep this existing select existing connection option selected, and from here it will show you the list of your saved connections. From here you can choose any connection, then click on save one more time, and you will be connected again. You can see we are getting connected. Okay, and here it will show you this option select spreadsheet. So when you click here, it will show you the list of all your spreadsheets. From here select the relevant sheet. This is my spreadsheet name, YouTube videos, and I am selecting it here. Then it will ask to select the sheet. So we have only one sheet here named as sheet 1, so it is auto populated. Here it is asking for the range where you want to update the value. So here you can see guys, in this spreadsheet we want to update this cell. Okay, so here when you select this cell, in this name box it is showing G2. This is the range of the cell. This means that the cell is present at column G, row number 2. Okay, to put the range here in this workflow, I'm just going to put capital G. Okay, and for the row number, I'm going to use this data from the first tab. Here you can see we have received the row indexes as well. Just map the row index here, so it will be updated automatically in real time whenever this workflow is going to execute, and right cells will be updated automatically in real time. Okay, this is how you can put the dynamic range, and the value I want to update here is the tags generated by ChatGPT. So I'm mapping the message content label here in the value. Now you can check your connection with spreadsheet guys. Just click on save and send test request button, and the text will appear here in this cell value. Let me show you. I'm clicking on save and send test request button, and this is the response we have received. Let us check our spreadsheet if we got the cell updated, and here you can see guys, we got the cell updated like this, and here we got all the tags. Okay, so this is how it is going to work in real time. In real time guys, after setting up this workflow, you just have to add these details, and as you complete the updating the details till column F, that is going to trigger the workflow. The tags will be generated and will be updated inside this cell automatically, and you do not even have to open the workflow. You can just see it here. Okay, and guys, if you want to upload these tags inside YouTube videos also automatically, you can just open another actions tab and use YouTube action event here as well. So you can just search for YouTube. Okay, we have an integration with YouTube as well, and here we have an action event which is called update video details. You will find it here, update video details. Okay, so you can use this action event and update the tags inside your videos automatically as well. Okay, right now I'm not showing you this. You can just do it. It's really simple. So we are done setting up this automation, and you have to set up it only once. And guys, you can use this workflow as well, as I'm going to paste the link of the same workflow in the description. You can clone it in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly. Guys, thank you so much for watching our video, and please let us know how our automation ideas are helping you in the comment section. And if you have any queries related to this application, please ask your queries from this forum link, and do check the pricing of this application from this link. And guys, we are open to ideas. If you want us that we should make videos on other aspects of your business, please do let us know in the comment section. And if you like our work, please subscribe to our channel.